Firstly, thank you for the bottom of my heart for the PCP world you've created and continue to build. The effort, the care, sincerity, vulnerability to demonstrate has created a resource that has changed my kids' lives in a big way, along with the lives of those around them and countless others around the world. The impact you're having is incredible and immeasurable. Secondly, as a self-proclaimed beautiful dad and high school teacher, thank you for tackling such an important topic. Sorry, I just had to read it again. I'm fortunate enough to be parenting a son and a daughter, so I see the topic through to an equally alarming lenses. I'm the sort of dad who loves sport and barbecue and fishing, but I'm also well known for crying and giving speeches or watching TV or movies, and can be found belting out Broadway tunes in the car on the way to work. My son is following in my footsteps in plenty of ways, which in so many ways is such an incredible thing to see. But I also hate to think that he might ever feel a need to defend his masculinity or mask sides of himself. As a teacher at what is a lovely school, I see the impacts of toxic masculinity turning really sweet kids into very average young men. More importantly, and even worse, I see girls and young women treated in ways that are unacceptable and made to feel anxious about coming to school or speaking up in class. I do what I can to promote positive masculinity in my interactions and call out the toxic stuff when I see it. I also try to use connection with those boys who obviously need some role modelling to be of the positive ways to be a man. But it's not always easy given I'm no Tyler Durden in their eyes. My question is, how do you show a boy who is looking for Tyler Durden that a Phil Dunphy, one of my favourite TV dads from Modern Family, is worth following?
Should we answer that first?
Answer it.
Yeah.
Phil's great.
He is great. Yeah, so it's funny. I think there's so much beautiful commentary in that, and that balance of like, I love sports, but I also belt out Broadway tunes in the car and I cry at movies. And so, yeah, that's a great balance. I think you have to be more proactive though. I don't think wait until the boy shows the flair that he's teasing girls or whatever. I think schools should really work proactively on this by doing the opposite of separating the boys and girls and making all the boys apologise, but sharing stories and narratives about, you know, what it means to be a boy, and thinking about who are the idols that we're putting up in this place. Are they people that actually care for the community and build the community, make it stronger and safer? Or are they people that are aggressive and hostile, or maybe the only form that we celebrate is athleticism? So I think, you know, identifying the kids that might be really struggling with that can be helpful. There is a reactionary approach about how do you get in and call it out when it's not like that, but realising that we actually need to teach these kids how to do this well, and we need to actively challenge the unhelpful mindsets and biases that exist in our community and cultures. We get out and ahead of it. We don't wait for it to raise its head and then say, well, we need to do something about this. That's the same for bullying. It's the same. We haven't done any kind of stuff about, you know, inappropriate sexual stuff in schools and all that stuff, but every school and community says this bad thing's happened, what do we do now? And it's so much harder to repair it. It's better to build it in a strong way first.
Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by Guiding Growing Minds, a social enterprise that aims to give all children the best opportunity to reach their potential and succeed in living rich and meaningful lives.